Hello, this is Retreat Briefing in Monday. It's April 1st, and today's thumbnail is about 20th in April, Bitcoin halving will start. So, what is halving? So, Bitcoin ended well in uptrend in March, and it's shown good move for morning in April 1st day. So, about middle of April, there will be a halving of Bitcoin. And I'm wondering how the market movers or institutions will use this issue to draw a chart. And later we will have a look at halving briefly. And this is a daily chart of Bitcoin. So this one candle is for 1 day. And it seems like it is securing 70K right now. And I don't know whether it will renew its all-time high before halving or fall, only giving hope. But people who cares about the past data, they will probably worry about the decline. So I'm very curious how the Bitcoin will move. So this is a today's morning Bitcoin premium chart, and as we have L3 and LB here, and the Goya RSI L signal is keep going on. So it increased starting from yesterday afternoon, and it is moving towards Goya line to get correction right now. No, not right now, at morning. So we have to check whether it gets supported by that part or fall all the way down to the lowest point of yesterday. We will have a look at later. And this is a dominance chart from today morning. And as Bitcoin increased slightly yesterday, some altcoins had a huge increase together. And also, it's been a while since Ethereum's dominance has increased. So with all this decrease, in the weekend we had a slight increase. So South Korea started April, but United States didn't start it yet, so it might give a huge volatility tonight in South Korea and morning in United States. And this is a Goya Dominance 1 chart, and it's about minus 30 points in 11 a.m. in South Korea. And it seems that this number came out due to expecting a altcoin's fall. And when US market wakes up, I think we could expect volatility with this Goya Dominance 1 chart. And this is a liquidation heat map for last 24 hours, and it liquidated total $108 million in 24 hours. And it is less than last Friday, and the portion of the liquidation is short position is a bit more than long positions, since it made a rebound in today's morning. And as rebound came out, it can give a downward press anytime. So I think waiting for a spot buy would be a good idea when it gives a slight downward push. And in last 4 hours, it wasn't that much, but long positions were liquidated a bit more. And I think because of the halving issue, there will be a lot of volatility in April. So watch out for the cryptos that you are trading right now really carefully. And this is the liquidation heat map for Bitcoin. And there was a rebound yesterday. It's about morning, so there was a rebound and liquidated short position over here a lot. And since there are short positions up at 72.1K and long positions at 69.5K, so watch carefully between these area. And people who do spot trade should wait below 70K in order to buy it. And this is a Ethereum's liquidation heat map, and it is moving very similar with Bitcoin, and up to here 3,670 and down to 3,550. There are a lot of positions between these areas, so think of possibility moving between here. And I found a article that the 3 reasons why people buy Bitcoin by Morgan Stanley, which is a US top 5 bank. And first, they mentioned Bitcoin is acting as a digital gold. So when fiat currency value gets lower, Bitcoin will act as a safe haven. And next, Bitcoin is a new asset class, and many institutional investors incorporate it into their portfolios, which means Bitcoin, so we'll get a increased value. And finally, Bitcoin is uncorrelated volatile asset here. So thesis offers the potential benefits of including Bitcoin in modern portfolio from the standpoint of correlation and volatility. So with these characteristics, using Bitcoin will eventually lessen danger and increase profit. And now let's move on. So I told you that I will explain about the Bitcoin halving issue. And Bitcoin halving is when Bitcoin mining reward is split in half. So we do mining in order to get the Bitcoin, and the reward for the mining, it's getting into half and half as time goes by. It's happening in 4 years period. And look here, it takes the blockchain network about 4 years to open 210k more blocks, a standard set by blockchain's creator, to continuously reduce the inflation, reduce the rate at which the cryptocurrency is introduced. So when people first started mining Bitcoin, when you mine one block, and you could get 50 Bitcoin, and throughout the halving, so it became 6.25 Bitcoins per mining. And in April 20th, right now, the reward will get to 3.125 Bitcoin. So as of March 2024, about 19.65 million Bitcoins were in calculation, leaving just around, this is important, 1.35 million to be released via mining rewards. So about 2040, almost 99% of the Bitcoin will be mined. So as the halving goes on, the Bitcoin will get more value. Now this is a RSI heat map, and they are also almost the same as Friday. And since a lot of coins are between 40 to 60 points, so they can go up or down anywhere at any time. So this is a time for you to use Goya Premium Chart and alerts to trade. So now let's move on to the Goya Premium Chart from now. So let's start with Bitcoin. Also the dominance chart first. So about 11 a.m. is here. It was moving around minus 30, and it reached all the way down to minus 40, and now it had rebounded to the minus 17. So as you can see, it dropped significantly right just before it's 3 p.m., 2 p.m., and now it had a slight rebound. So if you see here, it's moving near 69.5k. So this part with an L signal, and we got a slight L2, a slight S3, but we got another L3, and it was moving over the Goya line, so it was keep increasing all the way up to 71 point, where is it, 34k, and with an S1 and SB together, it just dropped all the way down to 69.2k. So as I've shown you this liquidation, where is it? Here. As I've shown you these area, they couldn't reach all the way up there, so they liquidated these places first, all the way by dropping all the way to the 69k. So with this long tail, can you see that it dropped nearly 69k? So they liquidated those long positions all down here, and now it's starting to move back up here. So if you press SR function just before this $688.95 would be a first support, and if it breaks through and goes down, let's have a look at here. This place is not yesterday. 31, maybe here. It already broke through here. So before this by 3 line, I think this place will act as another support line, and then eventually it will drop all the way down to the start of this point if it drops more, so before halving. And the resist line is 71495, which was just made before this big drop. And another place here last Friday, or when is it? It's 23. Oh, it's Saturday. So last Saturday's highest point, 71888, is acting as another resist line. So it would be a volatile month. So I hope you guys to have a safe trade always. And also here, there's an Ethereum score chart and the market price here. And seems like the score chart is below the market price right now, but not a big difference, so maybe it's moving almost simultaneously. And just like Bitcoin, the signal changed quite a lot, so more than Bitcoin, but we got an L2 instead of L3 of Bitcoin, so it increased all the way up here, and it was moving in sideways, and with an SB and S2 getting a little later, so it dropped together with the Bitcoin, so it went down all the way to 3,500, so 3.5k, and now it had a rebound to the half of this long minus candle, and now it's moving in sideways, not necessarily sideways, but yeah, it's moving between here. And this place, as I told you once again, this long candle's body parts usually recovers to the half of that price, so in our hour-based chart, so always keep that in mind. And let's have a look at SR. So just last hours, it's 2 p.m. Lowest point 3,500 is a first support line, and in the liquidation heat map that I've mentioned in the presentation here, we told you that it will drop all the way to 355, but it dropped even more. So I think they've tried to liquidate those long assets at around 3.5k, but eventually failed, I think. So it is moving between 3.5k, and if it falls more in yesterday's lowest point, it will reach all the way down here. If it falls more, then it will go all the way to the start of this big rise. And the resist line is this place, 3661, 3684, and if it breaks through all these parts, then it will try all the way back up to 4,000, I think. Yeah, here. So after this long resist line, it will break. If it's break through, then it will rise all the way to the 4,000. And let's have a look at Ripple. The score chart and the market price chart, it's very chaotic. It is expecting a big rebound right now, but so all these parts are similar, but these L signals didn't get enough power to increase the Ripple, and with an S3 and SB, it dropped all the way down just like Bitcoin, but this tail is way much longer. So it's moving under right now, and it's dropping more and more. So I think Ripple is just moving in mad ways recently. It just don't go up maybe there's some kind of barrier here. So if you press SR, the lowest point just made in 2 p.m. it's below 0.6, so that line would be a first support. And if it falls more, once again, this buy 4 and 5 is somewhere between this big increase, so it's way much back. So it already broke through the big start of increase, so these parts, so this part became a buy 4 and 5. So as this line is buy 4 and 5, so 1 2 3 is holding on place at one place, so it's a quite strong support line. And the resist line is very close, so 0.63 and 0.638 is a resist line, and if it breaks through, it will try back up to the 0.66 or 67. But I think that's quite a difficult task for Ripple to go through. Ripple just lost its power, I think. I'm not mentioning that because I lost money with Ripple. I'm just saying that. And Dogecoin, which had an unbelievable increase trend throughout the March, now with starting a correction from here, which is in 29, when is it? It's, oh, I was watching the wrong calendar. Sorry, it was Friday. So starting from Friday with an Goya RSI signal, it got a correction, so it was moving around the Goya line, and we got an S2 signal and S signal again, so it was moving under the Goya line, but changed to L signal, and L3, LB, just like Bitcoin, it increased all the way back up, but now it got correction again, and SB and S2, so it is moving under here. So if you press SR, this line and this place, and within start of this L3, it's all gathered in one place. So 0.196 is acting as a big support line, and if that breaks, then it will keep correction all the way down. But since it moved very, how do I say, it's in very stiff way, so I mean, they are making a big box here. Can you see that? This box area, moving in a box and another box, so it moved in a very solid way. So I think Dogecoin will take a time in order to get a correction, and the resist line is 0.22 or 29. So if it goes to here, the monthly charts changed into positive candles. So here, this is monthly chart, and if it reaches up here, it's 0.22, then this monthly chart will turn into a positive candle, and it is a very nice looking candle, so it might reach all the way to the 0.28. So I hope Doji plays well. And once again, April is a very dangerous month, so I hope you guys to have a safe trading as always, and thank you for listening. Bye.